This is my first trip down West Jefferson. A lot of traffic down here today. The expressways and a lot of people walking around here. And tomorrow's supposed to be 53, so that'll be good. I wasn't going to come down here because I actually called a guy that works at a gas station. He said it was kind of dead. But, I mean, I got some money to give to these women that people have donated, and it just didn't seem right not being down here to try to get it to them on Christmas Day. And tomorrow's going to be real warm, so it'll be a good day in a way for photography. Don't freeze your ass off. You want to go out and walk around and get some good shots. There's usually a big spot right here at this party store. See, they're closed. Surprised that gas station I go to is open. I do expect tomorrow to have more activity just because it's going to be nice and everybody's been cooped up for this whole weekend. I see that guy walking from time to time. See, that place is open. See, they're starting to do some more painting down here. You know, it's strange. They come through here and cover up all this graffiti all the time. Look, I see they got the road closed there. What are they doing down there? I'll tell you, they're really cleaning up these lots and knocking down these buildings, grading them flat with new dirt. That's probably what they're doing there. See how they've painted all the graffiti off this building? But the funny thing about it is, for all the effort they use to cover this up, nobody's patrolling around here keeping them from repainting it. It's weird, really, but they don't think anything of covering it up after they've painted the hell out of everything during the night. Go figure. Now there's somebody set up for collecting money at the intersection, but there's nobody there. I was hoping I'd find Penny there. You know, it's weird. You'll run into these people, you'll see them quite a bit, and then bam, they're gone. You never see them again. I don't know what happens to them. See where they painted out that graffiti? That's that big automotive company that bought this Southwestern High School. They're supposed to refurbish the front facade. Of course, they haven't done a fucking thing except put a sign out front about we'll build the suit. So yeah, it's a little barren down here tonight, despite a pretty mild day. I think it's like 34 degrees. Here's Andrews Brothers. You know, that's the longest continuous open hallway of a produce market in the world. They call it something else. I see there's all sorts of different names on the trucks, but it's really the same company. I've never been in there. It's open to the public. I ought to go in there someday and videotape. It's just, you know, you buy all sorts of produce. I see this BP is open. So I'll cut down here near the 4th Street Bridge, cut over back around Forman Park, see what's going on there, and maybe cut across the Rouge Bridge over on West Fort. There's a place that sells gas down there. Pretty reasonable, the old 76 station. Get something to eat, make another pass through, and hopefully get lucky and I'll run into somebody. It's a great drive down here. I mean, it was a typical winter up until a couple days ago. Now it's kind of unseasonably warm. And tomorrow, like I said, 53. See this, that club right there? They have like a lot of Mexican, Hispanic type shows. I don't know what they are. I think it's like bands and stuff like that. See, they painted out that and they painted over it again already. Pretty much all the Mexican restaurants will be closed today. It's a big day, Christmas, for Catholics. That's an interesting place, Bill's Fix-It Shop. He's been there. He's a locksmith, been there forever. This liquor store, I thought they'd be open. They're not. Look at that beautiful old church. There's Woodmere Cemetery, the Ham Palace. That's where Johnny Noodle. They used to be where Johnny Noodle is now. I don't know how that place is doing. These guys over here, they've always got all sorts of crazy looking cars out front. Really vintage, old, chopped up, customized. I guess they tow and, I don't know, sell car parts, I'm not sure. There's Woodmere Cemetery. Super interesting history to Woodmere Cemetery. Go on the internet and look at it. It's really fascinating. Beautiful back there. Rich history. So I see they're painting up down around here. I see the bridge is working today. They have more damn trouble getting this thing to work right. Kind of this is my favorite area back here, really. Here's a little Morton Salt. They've really cleaned up this back area. Knocked down that old painted graffiti-ridden building. Really looks nice. The city is really cracking down on people. You see where they have made them cover up all the blight, even at the giant place like the Packard plant and that Southwestern Community Hospital. And I notice a lot of places are up for sale, and I would bet that it's either sell them because you can't afford to fix them or you're going to be fined. This is an interesting place back here, Rouge Bridge. This is the lot that I'm talking about right here. I mean, it chopped up all these buildings, pulverized all that old brick. Really looks nice. As I've mentioned before in some of these videos, they don't get many services back here. The city expects you to pay taxes, but they don't salt or plow or anything worth of shit. I mean, look at this. A lot of dumping goes on back here. Just talking to a lady, or communicating back and forth on YouTube. She lived back here off Leroy Street. She's living out in South Dakota now, in Vermilion. See the railroad bridge is up. I've never seen that in the up position when there wasn't a train coming across. I don't know whether it's broke or they're expecting a freighter. I'll tell you, this person right here, they keep the nicest shape of their home. Flowers, always manicured, Christmas decorations on the front. Really kind of cool. Right here is under the old Rouge Bridge. See, they've taken down all that fencing. That's going to be a major project. Hopefully some of these businesses will get a lot more business down around River Rouge and where you head into Detroit on West Jefferson and Fort, because that's really going to be your only way to come to downtown unless you want to go the long route. Part of a child seat. You see the weirdest shit back here. Boxes full of dead kittens. Just weird shit. Stuff that people throw out. And it's kind of nice to see a lot of people back here. I mean, they're not getting any special breaks in life, that's for sure, but they still manage to decorate their homes for the holidays. Christmas lights. Some strong-willed people back here. This is one. I tell you, this gas station up here, it just looks like the perfect place to get murdered. Just kind of crappy looking. It's like poorly lit. There's always shady people hanging around it. I mean, they spray graffiti right across the street from it while it's open. They don't shovel a lot. It's just goddamn, man. I don't go to that one. See, yeah, you'll see signs up here for some of these small, like old vacant and ruined buildings for sale, and then you call them, they never call you back. There's this old guy up here. He's out here all the time. Nice guy. Here's the old Iron Coffins Motorcycle Club. I guess they're all home for Christmas. I've talked to these guys a couple times. They've never really been that friendly to me. I was hoping to get a look inside there to see what it looks like, and because they didn't know anybody, they were not interested. But it's always, they have parties in the summer, stuff like that. But look at all the snow. It's kind of disappeared off the piles of coal. I almost went up to Sault Ste. Marie, but it was iffy there, and it was actually kind of warm. I didn't want to take the chance of going all the way up there and not seeing any ice-crusted freighters. I expect this place to be burned down any day. They've burned down half of it. A lot of arson goes on back here. It's that old St. Cantus Church. It's been closed for a long time. If you go on YouTube, there's the last mass at that church. Really kind of sad. They hung in there for years. This area used to be fantastic to live in. It really was beautiful. Rich history, Hungarians. There's old Zug Island over there. This is big concrete company. Down here, right before you hit the bridge, is where the seagulls nest in the spring, and there are literally thousands of them. Dead ones crushed all over the street. They've been coming there for years, as long as I've been around. Just baby seagulls all over the place. This is the wastewater treatment plant. A lot of officials from that agency were caught up in corruption when Kwame was around. They're all looking through bars this Christmas. So I will be turning this off as I cross this West Jefferson Bridge going into River Rouge to get some gas. And hopefully I get lucky on the way back. So happy holidays to everybody. By the time I upload this, Christmas will be over.